All right, so this is just to document how incredibly grateful I am for how things are now compared to how they were. You can see our door kind of still needs to be replaced, but still has held on. We have new carpet there, weirdly enough, that needs to be shampooed, but we're not done with the construction yet, so that'll wait. We have an outlet by the front door, which is high enough for even elderly people to use. This used to be a closet. I'm not sure if you can see how far back you can see, but it used to be a closet with bifold doors, and when the house flooded, you can see we used to have a breaker panel over there that had to be moved to over here. And yes, I'm fully aware that this is an illegal setup because the breaker panel is blocked with all these beautiful decorations, and if there's an emergency, I have to pull the cabinet out in order to get access to the breaker panel. But if you want to take that up with my mom, you can fight with her. But there is a door here to give access to our HVAC system. I don't know if you remember the Snyders, but John Snyder and his family have kept our system going. Now his son Roy took over the HVAC business, and they have kept our system going for years. So I put in a very nice door in order to accommodate our gentleman. We also put a full-size door to access the whole system in the kitchen. And you can see this is just beautiful decoration. My mom actually did that cabinet. That was childhood cabinet that she's refinished and stained in a really beautiful manner. You can't see it, but there's a really nice pattern up underneath there too. This is our staircase, and if you can see, each of the railings with the bolts are original. I'm sorry, my finger is taking it out of focus, but those are the only things. So this here and each of these three were the only ones there when we started this project. And when we went to go replace the carpet, we needed to make sure that this was up to code. So we added this. Phil Church built that for us, and then my mom and Vanessa stained it overnight. And then he also added each of the railings there, which made our whole staircase a whole lot more secure for her. So that's a huge praise. This is a painting from my grandmother's house. Her best friend painted that for her. You can see that over there. Josh Grover actually made that for my mom back, I think, when we were still dating. This is a drawer because we lost this closet. All of our vacuums and vacuum parts and things like that had to find another place to go. And so I had this drawer built underneath the staircase for all of that type of thing. You can see our hardware sets because our stuff isn't quite finished yet. But it goes all the way back underneath the stairs, has a really beautiful frame. And I couldn't bring myself to put hardware on it because it was so nice. It sits so flush. Nobody knows it's a drawer unless I open it. So, flooring, gunstock tile, just simple things. Door and trim also had to be done. You'll notice that this is a very narrow door underneath the stairs. This is 24 inches without the trim. And so in order to get access to anything under our stairs, this is where our water heater goes, we had to remove the trim and the door. So this is our next point of interest. I had this made. If you remember Carl Moore that used to work in the cabinet shop, he built these for me. I gave him very specific information, and then I framed for the things and he built them for me. But this here is exactly 24 inches. This, you can see this is solid frame. There's no way to move this. This is 24 inches. So no room for fingertips or anything else, and we cannot change the size because of where it has to be. So I had a custom door built for this so that we can get access to the parts that we can fix. And this is another praise. It was due our dishwasher is going off. So our water heater was due to go out, or warranty expired right before the house flooded, and so it was just a matter of time before it actually did. And so by the grace of God, that was 2014. It hasn't actually gone out yet, but that's usually not how things work. So this up here is where the old breaker panel was, but this is a wet wall, as you can see. Kitchen is on the other side of this. So the sink that was there before was not framed properly. The walls in this is our adjacent wall with our neighbors, and it's cinder block. And so the sink that was there before was a corner mounted sink, which was very expensive and couldn't be reattached with how things were framed. And so when we were originally reframing in here, I thought that this would be, you can't see now, but the vent pipe is in this wall. And again, there's no other place to put it. And it actually sticks out about an inch into the room. And so we had to drywall around this, and I had to build all that out. And then a typical, there could also, the other thing too, because of that, the vent pipe runs right where the anchor points are for a standing sink, for a I can't even think of what it's called right now, but anyway, so I had to get really creative in how to do that. So I had this custom built, and again, Carl Moore, it took him forever to get around to it, but he did it exactly as I planned, except the one thing that I did request and he completely forgot about when he was building it was that I asked for a hinge here so that we could collapse and open this up and get access to the plumbing. And when I asked him about it after he delivered it and mounted it, he said, "Plumbing, bummer." So it's a pain in the rear to work on, let me just say. But all of that's new plumbing, new valves, new sink, obviously. Got a really wonderful deal on this sink and the vessel sink that we have in the upstairs bathroom, which is really pretty blue and turquoise and green glass sink. I think I got both of them for $85, and it included faucets. Now I did have to get rid of both of the faucets because they were absolute crap. But so that's that. And then this, it seems like, oh, this is, I had this custom built too. This gives us complete access to the water heater back behind underneath the stairs, so that when it goes out, we don't have to tear this wall apart and completely reframe the area under our stairs, which I don't know that we could do either. But we can remove this insert and then lift this out here. We'll still have to take the door off of the hinges and redo the frame there. But so anyway, this is a really beautiful cabinet. We had, took us a while to get the trim put on there after all the rest of the construction was finished, but we have that now. The other thing too, this floor, you wouldn't believe, but was actually about 5 inches narrower, because this actually went down about 10 inches in some areas and 7 inches in others. And so I actually had to completely rebuild the foundation and added about 3 inches to the foundation. And I am very grateful that I used latex in the concrete mix so that it would keep the moisture out. We found out later that there was, after the flood, that there was actually a hole here underneath the flooring that was here originally, and it actually drained all the water out of the house, which is great, but holes work both ways. So we got rid of that. And so we now have this beautiful thing, but the process of drilling and jackhammering and hand chiseling all of this concrete out was such a feat. And I cannot tell you how many nights I cried and hammered and chiseled and did all of that. And now it's all going away. There's going to be a big giant, you can see where they've marked the floor. they're going to remove this cabinet, and there's going to be at least a big giant hole here where they're going to cut. You can hear the water running in the walls. So anyway, all that to say, this has been a beautiful gift. It was my labor of love throughout the entire construction process. This was my baby, I guess, out of the whole project, because I had vision for this from the time that we started. It was a completely unusable bathroom before, and this whole area really wasn't accessible at all. So we used it for storage, and we lost everything that was in there because the water went up higher in there because it was draining all the water out. So all the water, this was just river water that went in there. It was silt everywhere in here in waves going down into there. So anyway, this video is just to praise the Lord for how he has given us just a beautiful space to use all of this time, and to emphasize how temporary all of these things are, because all of this handcrafted business is going away tomorrow.